The Duke and the Goddess, a story about a divine union, written and narrated by Free Black. Two surprises in one, from the eye of the goddess and the Duke. The Goddess. I feel safe with him. He provides me peace, he respects me, and values me. There's nothing else to it, I thought, as I sat waiting for the results of a pregnancy test. It had been about 6 months since the Duke made his arrival, and honestly, it had been the most amazing 6 months. So I was ready. We talked about it many times, and we both were sure. We hadn't actually planned for it at that moment in time, but even still, I knew it was the right time. Positive, the test read. Waves of emotions went through my body. Shock, excitement, joy, nervousness, even fear. I took a deep breath and took the other 2 tests. Something about having it right there in my face made it so much more real and exciting. The Duke had been staying in my temple since month 3. He kept his estate, weighing the options to sell or rent it out. But for me, my temple is the space I created from the corners of my imagination to the tips of my fingers. Giving it up wasn't an option, so I welcomed him into my home. Something was off about this morning. Aside from the random feeling I got to take the pregnancy test. I'd had it for weeks. I just never got the urge to actually take it until today. But something else wasn't right. The Duke wasn't home, or so I thought. Most days, I wake up to him already downstairs preparing breakfast after he's set the intentions for our space, filling it with the intoxicating aroma of Palo Santo. But this day was different. I smelled Palo, but no breakfast. I mean, I don't mind cooking, but why didn't he communicate? I thought. He'd usually wake me up and communicate if anything in our routine was to change. We prefer high-end restaurants where we dine in, so I knew he hadn't gone to pick anything up. I paused for a moment, and suddenly I knew. How, you ask? I am the goddess. Everything started flooding at once. He'd been acting strange the past few days, but I wasn't entirely conscious of it. While I do love surprises, it can be a bit tricky to pull something over my eye. Slowly and gracefully, each step with intention as I made my way out of my bedroom, anticipating any girl's dream proposal. From the balcony, I could already see what awaited me in the foyer. He and I locked eyes as I gracefully drifted down the staircase. He greeted me with a kiss on the hand and bowed, not to just one knee, but 2. I experienced an internal emotional storm, but in the most beautiful way. Joy, love, and a sense of fulfillment filled my heart. I looked around and it was beautiful, and oh so thoughtful. He watched me take in every detail he had put into this display. The foyer gave rainforest vibes. He knows a forestry setting is my most serene scene. Not only were there fern trees present, the entire foyer was covered in this vibrant plant. Fittonia, anthurium, and umbrella trees surrounded me as if I were actually in some sort of tropical sanctuary. I was so astounded. The only word I could utter was, wow. 2 surprises in one, from the eye of the goddess and the Duke. The Duke. She was stunning, even to have just rolled out of bed. I'd awaited months for this day. I envisioned this very moment, seeing her eyes light up as she took in the thoughtfulness of my imagination and the labor of my hands. Every plant purposely selected and intentionally placed. This was her vibe, and I knew she would find it absolutely breathtaking. And she did. For a while she was speechless, and eventually she uttered the word, wow. But I didn't need her words. Her body language and her energy spoke volumes. Already to my knees, I bowed my head and professed, I didn't fully understand the nature of your presence when we were younger. I just knew you were something divine. And for years I dreamed of you, but never saw your face. I'd felt your presence, but never knew your name. Until this year, I had an epiphany, and immediately I knew. It was you. I knew, even before the day I showed up, that I'd be here now, seeking you to be the woman I share the remainder of this human experience with. So here I am, Will you officially join union with me? Without hesitation, and with the softest essence, she replied, "Of course we will." Perplexed at first, I questioned, "We?" But then it hit me, as she reached for the pocket of her smooth silk robe, which nicely complements her shape, might I add. Out she drew 3 positive pregnancy tests. The amount of joy I felt was unmatched. Here I was, declaring my role as her husband-to-be, not knowing the role of father was not too far behind.